Hey, welcome to my journey. Now, today's video might be a little longer than you're used to on menu planning grocery haul day. That's because I'm kind of doing the pantry challenge. Um, John at John's Print Plate, she's doing it, and I think don't quote me, I should have looked it up before I started filming, but I didn't. Three Rivers Homestead, I think. Um, they're doing a pantry challenge, and you shop and eat out of your pantry without going to the grocery store, but you set your own rules. And so I will shop out of my pantry except for X, Y, and Z. These are the rules that I set for myself. And so Joan has set her own rules. She's also doing a no spend January, which means they're not spending any money. I'm not going there. Girl, I love you, but I can't do it. No, sir. I got to have DT and thrift in my life. I have to. A month without it? Whew. Anyway, so what I did was I went around to where all my food is. And I'm going to show you my inventory. I got food everywhere. My kitchen, I have a nice sized kitchen. Plenty of cabinets. I have a like a little pantry with the roll out drawers and everything. I have a walk-in pantry, nothing like that. I just have regular cabinets. I have an island with cabinets and a lazy Susan. I got lazy Susan on the other side. I mean, I got plenty of cabinet space, but I have a lot of kitchen things in my space because y'all know I love kitchen things, and so those are taking up room where maybe food would go otherwise. So I've gotten creative and I have other places in my home where I store food. It's just me and David here, so we have two extra bedrooms. I'm sitting in one of them. Growing up in this house, this was my brother's room. And then it was Holly's room when we bought it. So now it's my room. And then we have our other room where I film my hauls from, where all my cookbooks are. Y'all saw that video. That's where the computer is. So that David's side is where the computer is. And it's really Sebastian's room because, his bed's in there. Toys are in there. I have a place where I have food in there, little shelves. I have some little drawers. I have some extra drawers. You'll see where my food is. So, I mean, it's not like you sit down everywhere and you just walk in my house and you see food everywhere. It's not like that. I promise. But what I did was I went around, I took an inventory, and I wrote down everything that I have. I mean, down to all the different flyers and things that are in my freezer door. I wrote down everything. And then I came back here and set that. Hold on. Let me just show you this because I ain't filmed this. I don't believe I have. This is my folder. Ain't that cute? Look. I had this 10 years ago. I got them from Current. Y'all remember Current? How we used to buy stuff from Current? So what I did was I took inventory. You'll see the inventory sheets. So I don't have to show you those. But then I have a notebook over there that I did scribble work on my inventory sheets, and then I rewrote everything in my notebook so I could consult it and actually read it. So then I took this sheet that's all scribbled up, wrote down, picked out my meats first. So I went through for 28 days and picked out what meats I'm going to use out of the freezer. The one rule that I have is I can buy hamburger or any other meat that I feel like buying. And if I see meat on clearance, if I'm at the store, I'm going to buy it. I'm not going to pass up things that will save us money in the future. And hamburger is one of the things I will buy because I don't have any. I'm looking. Listen, when I film on this, I'm so used to right there being the camera on my phone. So I'm looking over there talking to you. That's why I'm not looking at where I'm supposed to be looking. Y'all have to forgive me. It's ridiculous. I was too lazy to drag my tripod in there. That's why we're sitting here doing this. Yes. And then I went and filled in the side dishes and the stuff I had. And then I took out and I wrote down like each day. So like if I needed Sunday, I used ground chicken. So we were going to make something with whatever's coming up this week. Well, it's coming up this week, and I wrote down everything. Let me look at you. Everything that goes with that, and I put a check mark if I needed to buy it at the store. So then, when I made my menu, I put the neater version on here. So now I know this week these are the 7 meals I'm going to cook. All I had to do when I made my menu this week was decide what order I wanted those in. So that was what I sat back here and did. Did not take me long at all after I got everything inventoried. So we'll go over the menu and then I'll show you my haul. And then if you're interested, you can see my food inventory. And I don't have a big stock of food. We're comfortable, but I don't have a big stash, like a big, um, I don't have a big stash of food. Just what I have is what I have. And I'm just trying to use up what I have to, kind of keep the grocery bills down. And it was down this week. I bought extra stuff that we never buy, but I wanted to have on hand for some of these days when I get, um, caught behind or whatever. And so groceries were a lot cheaper, probably about half what they've been being. And that's because I relied on a bunch of stuff that we already had. Now, what's going to happen when this month is up and I've used up our food? I don't know. I'll have to shop some more, I guess. But for this month, this will help. So anyway, let's talk about this week's menu. These are my little. I'm gonna show you since I'm sitting in here. In here. This is the little pad. See that? I've still got like probably 4 more of them. I will never run out of these. Ever run out of these. If I ever get to 4,000 subscribers, which I don't think is ever going to happen, I'm going to do a giveaway. And if I remember, I'll put one of these pads in there. Because after I do all my scribbling in my notebook and making all the rough copies, this is the one that goes on my freezer. So for tonight, I'm actually filming this on Tuesday. So for Wednesday, for breakfast, I have another Serbian eggs that I prepped. Oh my gosh. I think I say it every time I film it. They are delicious. It's not like an egg dish. It's more like a cheese dish. And if you make it, don't change cheeses. You use that Monterey Jack cheese because it is, I think, what makes it. But they're so good. And then lunch, I'll have another of my baked Salisbury steaks with Brussels sprouts. And then for supper, I have cooked ham in the freezer that's left over from Thanksgiving that David smoked. I just cut it off the bone and cubed it up. And we have um, is it Fiber Gourmet? I think it's Fiber Gourmet mac and cheese, pack of their macaroni and cheese. We've had it forever. We got that stuff before we even started Nutrisystem. That's how long we've had it. And then some broccoli. That's what I bought that broccoli for. I knew there was something. That puts this is the highest day I've got my calories at 1,081, 78 proteins, and 27 carbs. Thursday, the same, breakfast and lunch. And then supper, I have a seasoning packet for Instant Pot chicken teriyaki. And I have chicken in the freezer. And I was going to make my own fried rice. And then you'll see on the haul, when I was buying some of these little rice-a-ronis, I found one that said fried rice. I'm like, I'll do that. So my calories are probably going to be about the same. Well, no, these are the calories without rice. I don't have rice figured into mine, just the chicken. So mine are calculated at 878 calories, 77 proteins, and 31 carbs. Then for Friday, I'm going to do some turkey sausage links and a hard-boiled egg. For lunch, I'm going to do some egg salad. I was going to do 3 sausage links and two eggs, but I'm like, ooh, you put egg salad, so maybe just knock it back to 1 boiled egg. And then egg salad, I'll just, my carbs are so low that day, as are my calories, where I would have room to have some crackers with my egg salad. Because then I'll have spaghetti for supper, even though that's a carb, no more than I eat. Let's see, that might not be the, Surely that's the pasta and or is that just the sauce? That might just be the sauce because I'm using that Sayers that we bought. So I might have to refigure this. Well, it's very low anyway. I got it. It's 568 calories, 47 proteins, which I need to up that, and 16 carbs. So I got room for spaghetti and crackers. Then Saturday, that same breakfast, the turkey sausage links and the egg, and the same lunch, the egg salad. And for supper, it's a box that we have that I bought at the Dollar Tree. We have not eaten the Kinder's fajita bowl. That brings my calories to 629, 48 proteins, and 27 carbs. So you can see what I'm planning. There's still room for more food. Sunday, the same breakfast and the same lunch. And then supper, I'm just going to do a grilled chicken salad with that John Souls grilled chicken that I found on clearance, or whatever you call it, markdown. I thought that would be good. And then I'm glad I got lettuce because I forgot to buy some. I'm glad I have some. Maybe that's why I didn't buy it. I don't know. Anyway, Monday will be prep for breakfast and lunch. We'll talk about that in a minute. Supper, I'm going to do a fried pork chop. It's the bone-in pork chops I got in the freezer, some October beans in the freezer, and pole beans. That brings my calories to 767, 77 proteins, and 25 carbs. Tuesday, prep. Then supper, country style steak and gravy, which I have in the freezer, the cube steak. Instant potatoes, which I have instant potatoes on hand. I can't remember if I have any potatoes over in my basket or not, but I always have instant potatoes on hand. And I just replenished because I used the rest of mine for those loaded potato and corn patties, which are really, really good. If you have not seen that video, go watch that video. They're very good. And so some French green beans. And that puts my calories at 880, 94 proteins. Got a lot of proteins that day. And 31 carbs. Now what I'm going to prep is I wanted to use up a pack or two, probably one, half, 2 cups. Yeah. 1 pack of the Pioneer white gravy mix. I wanted to do that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some liver mush and an egg. I think I'm just going to do one egg because, let's see, why was I going to do just one egg? There was a reason. I don't know. I don't know what that reason is. But anyway, in my mind, I'm doing one egg and the white gravy on it. And then lunch is a new recipe I found for instant pot cashew chicken. I have a crock pot cashew chicken that's delicious. This is, I can't remember if it's low sugar or sugar free. So it sounded really good. And it's quick because it's in the instant pot. So that is what I'm having this week. The only groceries I got this week are from Food Line because I knew I had to get liver mush at Food Line. And the haul really wasn't big enough to fool with a Walmart and a Food Line. So I just did the whole thing Instacart and picked it up. It worked out perfect. So after that, I will throw together what I filmed. Hopefully it won't bore you. I don't know. If you're interested in seeing me inventory my food and see, I don't know. Hey, whatever. Sometimes it's hard to think of stuff to film. Y'all just don't know. I have been enjoying putting up my junk journal videos. I was hesitant. I know that's not why you're here, but I got you now, so hold on. I was hesitant because, people are judgy and it's not a work of perfection. And I thought, you know what? Neither am I. Neither am I. And I enjoy doing it and I enjoy sharing it. And I wanted everybody to know how easy it is to do it. If you want a fun hobby, something that does not take any major skills. Anybody can do these. So anyway, I'm doing that. Anyway, so next up will be the grocery haul, and after that, we'll do the inventory. And I've already talked about how I finished it off, so that's all. That's all for this video. Okay, go look at the groceries. So this is all my groceries, all from Food Line.
The half and half, that is all I could get was the big half gallon. She chatted in and said that's what she had. I'm like, well, I'll take it. I just don't know what's going on in the half and half community. There's a situation there that I am not aware of. And then there's my almond milk. Here are the little white gold nuggets. Almost $6 for that 12 pack of eggs. I just can't get over it. And then David wanted some country ham this week. And I got these to supplement when I run out of prep. These little turkey links, sausage turkey links. The calories are not bad at all. Hold on. Get that glare off of there. 110 calories for 3 links. No carbs and 10 proteins. So that's not bad. That is for my supplement. This is for my main meal prep. And I know it has carbs in it because there's cornmeal in it, but oh, you can't hardly see that on there. I can't see through there. Well, I can't read it. But anyway, that's going in my breakfast bowls. And then we needed butter. And some mozzarella cheese, because you never know when you might just up and need some. Now, what I wanted was avocado spray oil, but this was cheaper, so I went with it. And then cornstarch. It even said on the Instacart, probably out of stock. So I don't know what that was about, but I got one. And these, let me see if I got the ones I requested. Unsalted cashews. Yep, that is for my cashew chicken for lunch prep. And I'm out of cheese sticks because I'll tell you, when I'm running on empty, I'll grab a cheese stick or two. And then we got some, these were on sale. We just got some little packs. I thought I got another one of those. Maybe I didn't. I got a different flavor, I thought. Anyway, we never buy these things anymore. We just don't. And we're like, well, we like them. I don't care if they're packaged food or not. We like them. And they're a quick something, because y'all know things go awry around here easily. And so I got the sour cream and chive potatoes, the butter and herb noodles, the cheddar and broccoli noodles, and then I was going to make my own fried rice, and when I was scrolling, I saw that. I'm like, I'll just use that. Throw my green onions in it and be done with it. And creamy 4 cheese and cheddar broccoli. And then David wanted diet cranberry juice this week for his juice. And he saw this on TV, this oat crunch honey with crunchy granola Special K. And so he wanted to try that. So we were lucky that Food Line had it. And then he was out of his fruit and cream oatmeal. He really likes that. He likes that, and then the ones I call the warm ones with like the cinnamon and stuff like that in it. He likes those. And then I used up the rest of my instant taters when I made those patties. Y'all need to check out that recipe because they're good. They really are good. And I used up all my instant brown rice, so I needed some of that. And we're just about out of crackers, so I needed that. And then I got 2 pounds of hamburger for the week. Their thing said they were out of green peppers, so I got a red one. It's for our fajita bowls. And if I realized the broccoli was no bigger than that, I would have got 2. So that's not going to do it, I don't think. And I have 2 recipes that use green onions, and that's probably more than I need, but that's okay. And then David's bread. That is all for the groceries this week. That's one of our smallest weeks in a very long time. And if I hadn't stocked up on these little goods in the middle, it'd have been even less. So that will do it for me today. Hope you're having a good hump day, and I will see you on my next video. The first thing I'm going to do is check my inventory sheet. I have one of these, I think, on my website, and you can change your ingredients. I'm pretty sure I do. If I don't, let me know if you want it, and I'll put it up there. But I need to check and make sure that what I have in this freezer is on this paper correctly. But I don't have things like that pumpernickel or those English muffins. I don't have those kind of things written on my sheet. I don't have onion rings on my sheet. So I need to write some of these little things down. I don't have hash browns on my sheet. These are the things that I also need to know, not just how much meat that I have. And then in my door, this is where I always keep all my flours and grains and coatings. Like if I don't use all the coating, like pork chop recipe or something, I put in like right there's pork rind crumbs. That's what all this is in the door. Just all that kind of stuff. So I know I'll kind of take a glance through here, but I know I have pretty much any kind of coating that I would need, or grain or flour, you know what I mean. So this is what I'm going to do now. Okay, so the freezer has been inventoried. I just took it on here and I'm writing it on this, and when I get everything through, I will go and put it in my on the computer and put the numbers in and print it out so it looks nicer. So this is what we have for the freezer. We have 3 ground chickens, a boneless thighs, 1 meal, 2 packs of turkey tenderloins. I have 32 separate chicken breasts, but those are really half breasts because the ones we buy, we cut them in half, and so 1 breast, we make 2 out of it. So that's not 32 big full breasts, that's 32 half breasts, but it's still 32 meals, 32 pieces. I did not mark down the bone-in thighs and the bone-in legs because I'm having those one day this week. And then I have 1 rotisserie flavored turkey tenderloin and 5 of the John Souls grilled chickens. For beef, I have 1 roast, which is really the country ribs, 1 cube steak, 8 ounces of shaved steak, 2 small packs of beef round steaks, and either 1 or 2 meals of meatballs. Just depends on what I make and how many meatballs we use. Seafood, I have 1 cod. Pork, I have 1 bone-in meal. I have 1 tenderloin. I have 3 boneless meals, 2 country ribs meals, and 1 cooked ham. That was from Thanksgiving. For the vegetables, I have 1 broccoli, 1 greens, 3 cut corns, 1 corn on the cob, 1 regular okra, 1 breaded okra, 2 lima beans, 1 October bean, 1 field peas and snaps, and I put 4 or 6 Brussels sprouts. I don't know. I'm the only one that would eat them, so that would just be for me. So that wouldn't be no big worry about that. And then onion rings, I don't know how many's in that pack, so 2 or 4 servings, I'm not sure. There's like 1 serving of French fries left, 1 serving of Arby's fries left, which those are David's. He cooks when he has like a turkey burger or something for breakfast. And then I just put 1 serving of hash browns would be 1 meal size. I could do something with it for a meal. And then breads, I didn't write how much they were. I just know that I have several packs of the mini lavash. I have 2 of the French baguettes. I have most of a loaf of pumpernickel. And I have a whole pack plus 1 English muffins. Miscellaneous freezer, I have 1 meatball Parmesan sauce. That will go with the French baguette. 1 taco soup. 1 cooked butter bean. A small cooked black-eyed peas. There's like 2 cups of beef broth. And there's half and half. There's 1 teeny little bit. And then there's 2 almost full where I mixed a regular and a fat-free, but I couldn't drink them when I was on my clear liquid phase, so I put them in the freezer. And if I had it written down in front of my face, I wouldn't buy extra now to cook with. I would take that out and thaw it and cook with it. I don't think it would come back good enough for coffee, but it's good enough to cook. And then, okay, hold on. We'll go over here to the cabinet a minute. No, I lied. We're not going back yet. I also have... Nope, not that one. Hold on. This is what I had in the freezer door to work with. White flour, whole wheat flour, Cheez-It crumbs, Bisquick, graham cracker crumbs, Parmesan potato coating, cake flour, self-rising flour, almond flour, coconut flour, masa harina, cornmeal, self-rising cornmeal mix, Ritz cracker crumbs, pork rind crumbs, rice flour, house artery seafood, Rice Krispies, panko, pork rind coating, which goes on pork chops, I think, plain breadcrumbs, French fried onions, quick grits, flax meal, cornflakes, and House Audrey chicken. So that is all the coatings and flyers that I have to work with. Now let's go to the cabinet. Okay, here is my canned goods. This I did not have to inventory today because I just did it the other day, so I know exactly what I have here. Those two baskets are like the tomato sauce, tomato paste, mushrooms, black olives, that kind of thing. And then, of course, just my canned goods. It looks like Great Value threw up in here. All the Great Value products. And then just more stuff over there. So we'll go back over here and see what I have to work with in the canned foods. So what I have in the cabinet, I have 3 green beans, 2 French green beans, 2 pole beans, 2 Shelly beans, 1 cream corn. I have 2, but one's going to be used tonight. 2 corns, 2 peas and carrots, 2 peas and 2 carrots, that's all me. 3 mixed vegetables, 2 pumpkins, 3 beets, that's all me. A 13-ounce crushed tomato, 4 6-ounce tomato paste, and let's see, did I have a bigger tomato paste? Maybe I just put that there. A 15-ounce tomato sauce, I have 3 of those. 2 of the 8-ounce tomato sauce, 2 diced tomatoes, 2 stewed tomatoes, 2 of the big cans of crushed tomatoes, 2 diced green chilies, 1 mushrooms, 2 black olives, sliced black olives, 1 pimentos. Then I have 1 polenta. It's in the other room. We're going to go in there in a minute. 1 salmon, 1 can of chicken broth, 1 of the 32-ounce boxes of chicken broth, 2 cans of beef, 2 boxes of chicken, 1 of the 48-ounce chicken broths, which is going to be used for our soup, so that'll be gone. Some of these things are going to be gone this week, but they're still on the list. 5 cream of chicken soups, because I kept thinking I didn't have any. 2 cream of mushrooms, a sugar-free apple, and a sugar-free cherry pie filling, 2 evaporated milks, a pork and bean, a cream of potato, which I have never got around to making the recipe that uses that, and a turkey gravy, which will be used tomorrow. And then the canned beans I have, 2 pintos, a black, a refried, 2 kidneys, 1 white beans, 1 black-eyed peas, and I put my pork and beans were up there. So that is what I have in that cabinet. Now, on the back, I have old-fashioned oats and quick oats. And so hold on a minute. This is my pull-out pantry. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to write down what I have in here. So I've got like instant rice, almond flour, brown basmati rice, instant brown, the pancake protein pancake mix, white flour, quick grits, cream of wheat, instant potatoes. And then down here, some of those might be empty. The chicken gravy and the beef gravy, the cream soup mix. Let's see. Yeah, it's in there when I'm not lazy. Xanthan gum, the sugar-free chocolate chips. Here's all my sweeteners. I have ranch. I have powdered peanut butter, chocolate and regular. Some more chocolate chips. What is that? Empty. This is a Prime Choice that we used to eat when I was growing up, and my brother found it on Amazon, and I just hate using it because I'll get rid of it. And then there's an A1, which probably should be in the other drawer. Let me go ahead and take that out in case he forgets it's in there. What is this? Oh, now see, I didn't realize that was in there. Almond flour pancakes. We'll be using that too. So I'm not going to show you. I'm going to write this stuff down to keep it in my memory. These things and these. This is where we keep the bread and cereal and stuff like that. To keep it in my memory, but I won't show you that since we just talked through it. And there's sugar-free syrup, and that's just some espresso. And then this was David's sweetener for his tea. And these are coffee beans. So now let's go over and look where I keep more food. Okay, this is the little drawer unit I found a couple years ago, actually at the Goodwill for $20. So you can't beat it with a stick. This is where I store excess food. So these are my seasoning packets. So I'm going to go through that. I'm not going to go through this. It's just all my Jell-Os and chips and things. I don't need to inventory that. If I want to make a sweet, if I have the stuff, I have it. If I don't, I don't. These are my dried beans. I am not going to inventory my beans because I have enough dried beans that if I want a bean, even if I run out of a certain, like I only have one speckled butter bean, if I run out of that, I have plenty others to choose from. So I'm not going to inventory that because I know that I have plenty dried beans. And I am going to go through this drawer. This is like my condiment drawer and stuff that won't fit elsewhere. So like I'm going to write down that I have shake and bake that I didn't realize I had. My tortilla strips. Like there's more breadcrumbs. I know that's what that is. Different little things that I have in here. Barbecue sauce. So that oh, see, there is a steak sauce. Didn't realize we had it. Had it in the wrong place. So I will take a check in here of things that can be used for recipes. Like I'm not going to write down mustard and stuff like that. And then the bottom drawer, I'm not going to write it down either. It is like baking things. This is stuff I had left over from Christmas. That, my little flavor packets, extra Wondra, muffin mixes for when Sebastian's here. There's some, like, I think some sweeteners down in there, so that's just that kind of stuff. I'm not going to inventory that. That's just, and there's some dry milk powder. So these are just little extra things. So let's go to the other room. Yes, I'm kind of sprawled out. Okay, I put this over here on the bed because the shelves behind me are just messy. There's kids' books on some shelves. There's like some salad dressings, which I have plenty of salad dressings. I'm not going to inventory that. Like my protein powders and some overflow of baggies and just things like that. So I'm not going to show my... It's on the opposite side of that. It's behind me. They're just small shelves. They're not humongous shelves. But this is on one of the shelves. This is my pasta. So I need to inventory all this. See, there's a pack of... This is the Fiber One Gourmet. There's a pack of the mac and cheese. And then there's... See, that says 4 ounces of penny, 2 ounces of elbows, etc. So I need to inventory that. There's my polenta that I knew I had. And then, see, I have a whole box of penny. I have all this. I have more regular brown rice. I have the spirals. I have the elbows. I have the regular, let's see, linguine. Yeah, I got plenty of linguine. Looks like we're going to be eating a lot of linguine dinners. And then I have these two things that I haven't made yet that I found at the Dollar Tree. Italian Chopped House meatballs and fajita rice bowl with Mexican rice. And then I have another place where I have regular white rice and like... Well, hold on a minute. We'll do it. Okay, this is just in my top drawer. See, there's this plain white rice, instant rice, Sebastian's macaroni and cheese, coarse bulgur. There is, I think, extra coarse bulgur and millet. And that might be pearl barley. Yeah, little barley. So that's what I have in there. No room in the freezer. So that is all of my pantry food. So let me go write let me go write it down and we'll see what we got. Okay, this is what I just inventoried. I put down here the Fiber Gourmet, Fiber One Gourmet. I can't remember now. There's one mac and cheese. There's 4 ounces of penny, 4 ounces of linguine, 2 ounces of elbows. Now this is what I inventoried over in my drawers. So we already knew we had that. So I have 3 shake and bakes, 1 sugar-free barbecue sauce, and 2 regulars. One of them is a golden. Some A1 dried beans. There's a Kinder's Italian Chopped House meatballs, Kinder's fajita rice bowl. I have 3 16-ounce boxes of linguine, 1 16-ounce box of penny, and I have some loose penny, which is 16 ounces or more. I have some loose elbows, I'm guessing 2 cups. I have some loose twists, which I'm guessing is 2 cups. And I have some loose spaghetti, which I forgot to show you. I have it in a container, which I'm thinking maybe I got 2 meals worth. And then this is all the seasoning stuff. I got ranch seasoning. I got 7 taco seasonings, 5 spaghetti, 1 dry onion soup mix, 1 au jus, 2 brown gravies, 1 bourbon chicken, 1 mesquite marinade, 1 chicken gravy, 1 white chicken chili, Instant Pot teriyaki chicken, Instant Pot chicken broccoli and rice, 4 white gravies, the Pioneer, 2 chili, 1 buttermilk ranch chicken, and 8 good seasons. Well, I ended up with eight of those. Either I got the big pack or I bought extra. But some of these I have had in there for so long, and if I don't look, I don't think about it, and I'm going to start using this stuff up. So that is everything that I have that I plan on. Let's see, what there's some stuff on the back of here. Yep, that's all the stuff. This is all this stuff and all this stuff. So this is what I plan on working from. I'm not going to inventory my fridge because it's just condiments and, dairy, different things like that. So all I know is wish me luck. I don't know if I don't know if I'm going to end the video here or if I'm going to add anything else. If this is the end of the video, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. And if there's something after that, then I'll talk to you then.